Hi friends, let us we discuss the topic distribution system. So before starting this one, I am going to rewind the water supply scheme of that is water supply project work. So in the water supply work, we know the water is withdraw from the source with some type of pumps or some type of resources, and that water is sent to the treatment plant. After treatment of the water, we are going to distribute that water to the distribution, that is to the community, with the help of some type of network of pipes, with the help of some type of pumps, so, or maybe of some reservoirs. So that system is called as distribution system. So distribute here, that is after the treatment, water is to be stored temporarily or maybe stored in the some type of reservoir, and that water is supplied to the distribution, that is to the community or to the consumers through some type of network of pipelines, that is called as the distribution system. Okay, and distribution system is also includes that requires the pumps or maybe a reservoirs, pipe fittings, and instrument for the measurement of pressure, and also the measurement of amount of water consumption, and some type of flow detector, that is leak detectors, etc., may be required in this type of project, that is in this type of water supply system, that is distribution system. Okay, and the cost of this distribution system is about 40 to 70% of the total cost of the entire scheme, that is entire project supply, that is water supply work. And the efficiency of this system depends upon, that is proper planning, and also the execution of the project, and also maintenance of that entire project, that is water supply project work. So this is what the distribution system. And some requirements of the distribution systems are requirements of distribution systems. So here what are the requirements? Means first one, whatever the distribution system we are going to use, that should convey the treated water up to the consumers with the some degree of the purity, that is the pure water we are going to supply to the consumers, and that treated water we are going to supply. And this also be economical and easy to maintain and operate. That type of distribution system we are going to choose for the water supply project work. And whatever the diameter of the pipe should be designed to meet the fire demand also consider while selecting the some type of, that is particular type of distribution system. And it should be safe against any type of future pollutions or any type of future extensions, and as possible should not be laid below the sewer lines, that is sanitary sewer lines. And water should be supplied without any interruption of, even when repairs or any undertakings are maybe considered. And the system should be so designed that it should meet the maximum hourly demand, that is for 1 hour whatever the maximum water amount, that is maximum amount of water is required, that should be made, that should be easily accomplished. That type of pipeline should be designed. That is also considered in this while selecting the particular type of distribution system. Okay, and in the system, that is the distribution system, that is system of distribution, we require, there are three types of systems are there. There is first one, gravity system, that is systems of distribution. First one, gravity system. Gravity system. Second one, pumping system. And third one, combined or that is a dual system, you may call dual system. Dual system is combined gravity system and pumping system. So let us we start this, there is a gravity system. If you consider the source of water is here, consider this is a source of water available near to the consumer are near to the community. So the source of water source of water is at higher level and the community is at lower level, so that we can supply or we can distribute water to these consumers with the help of gravitational force, and this system is called as gravity system of distribution system. Means we are having the site, or we are having the location of the source or the treatment plant at higher level, so that we can easily accomplish or easily distribute water to the consumers, to the community. So this type of system is called as the gravity system. And second one is pumping system. Pumping system means what? If the community is at lower level and the source that is source of water is at lower level and the community is at higher level, in that case we have to lift that water at some places at higher level, and for this lifting of water we require some type of pumps. It may be of centrifugal pumps or impulse pump, any type of pumps we are going to use, or that are called as velocity pumps, and that with the help of that pumps we are going to lift this water from the source to the community. In this type of distribution system is called as the pumping distribution type of system. And here dual system means what? Here consider it is a source of water here available and it is a community here, and the distance between community and source is too far. So for that reason to lift water from this place to this means it is uneconomical. In that case, we are going to select some point at higher level to the consumers or to the community, and we are going to lift water from this source to this plant with the help of some pumps, and from here we are going to distribute water to the community with the help of gravity. So we are using both type of systems here, that is both type of distribution systems. For that reason we are going to say it is a dual type of distribution system, or the combined gravity and pumping system. So this is what the type of systems, that is types of distribution systems. So next we consider that is supply of water, that is supply of water. So there are two types of supplies, that is continuous supply . Second one, intermittent supply. Intermittent supply or may call system. Continuous system and intermittent system. So the name itself will say that here continuous supply means whenever you are going to start your tap or you are going to on your tap in the house, means the water is available, means all 24 hours we are going to supply water to the consumers. That is called as continuous supply of water. Intermittent supply means what? We are going to fix some times to the particular type of particular area. For the particular area we are going to fix the time. If you consider this is a village or this is a consumer site, here this is a pipeline of the water supply. So here one area is available, here one more community, and here one more community. For this community we are going to supply water from 9 AM to 10 AM. After this 10 AM we are going to supply to this community from 10 AM to 11 AM. So after this we are going to supply water from 11 AM to 12 AM. So we are going to fix some particular time to the particular area. That is called as intermittent system or intermittent type of supply of water. So these two types of systems we are going to apply in the water supply system to the distribution type of to distribute the water from source to the community. Next, layout of distribution system. Layout of distribution system. There are four type of layouts in the distribution system. That is, first one, dead end or tree branch system. Second one, grid iron type system. Grid iron system. Third one, circular or ring type system, or ring system. And fourth one, radial system. So these four type of layouts we are going to use in the distribution system, depending upon the situation, depending upon the location, and depending upon the time. So considering these two, we are going to fix or we are going to choose the particular type of distribution system in the water supply project work. So let us start with the first one, dead end or tree branch system. Dead end or tree branch system. So in this is a dead end or tree branch system of distribution. So here this in this system, and it is suitable for, that is, irregular developed towns or cities, and in this system water flows in one direction only, and to the submains water is flowing into one same direction only, and that is, and in the submains also only one direction we are going to supply the water. So in this system what we are going to do means, what, the main water is supplying to the main lines, this is the mains, and from the main lines we are going to distribute water to the submains, this is a submain, and from the submains we are going to provide some branches or sub branch pipes to the point of consumers. If you consider, this is the layout of dead end or tree system. So in practically consider, this is a village, and here the mains of the water supply system, and these are the sub mains. So consider here hospital is there, and here hostels, and here community is surviving. Okay, so this is the main line of the pipeline, that is water supply, and from here we are going to supply water to the hospital, to the hostel, and to the community. So at the end of the consumer point we are going to supply the water with the help of sub mains, that is main pipes, sub mains, and three, that is branch pipes. So by using these three type of pipes we are going to supply water to the point of usage. So this type of system is called as tree branch or dead end point of the distribution system. So this layout is called as dead end layout of the distribution system. Means here this is the submain, this is the branch pipes, this is the branch pipes. So up to the end of the community we are going to supply the water. So for that reason, if you see the nature or layout of this distribution type of system, means it will looks like a branch of tree. So for that reason the name is says that the tree branch system of distribution types. So this is what the dead end or tree branch system of distribution, that is a distribution system. And whatever the advantages of this system means, what, here the discharge and pressure at any point in the distribution system is we can calculate easily, and the walls required in this system are comparatively less in number, so that we are going to supply water at a time, so that the requirement of valve is less here. So for that reason it is one of the advantages of the number of, we are going to reduce the number of valves, and whatever the diameter of pipes used in this distribution system are smaller, and hence the system is cheap, and it may be considered as a economical, and laying of these water pipes is used as simple. So for that reason these are the some advantages of using this tree branch system of the distribution point. And here the whatever some type of advantages or some drawbacks of this system are the stagnant water at the dead end, means whatever once you stop the supply of water, whatever water is withheld in this pipe is at the end, that will cause some type of contamination. That is one of the disadvantages of using this type of distribution layout. And during repair works of any type of pipes or maybe of repairing of the walls at any point, it should means at the end, that is at to the point of downstream end, it is difficult because it will contain some, it can withhold some type of water. For that reason the repair or maintenance work is difficulty. So this is what the another disadvantage of using this distribution type of layout, the distribution layout. And third one is the water availability for firefighting is less. There is limited quantity of water is available for firefighting. So these are the some disadvantages of using this type of layout system. So let us, next one is gridiron system. We can see in the next video, that is gridiron, circular type and radial system of the layout of distribution system.